Hi everyone, Cynthia here with a video and wanting to welcome you to my new YouTube channel. Yes, I have started a new YouTube channel, like for real. And the name of this channel is Purposed Performer. And I was thinking, how could I talk about things that I love? I love the arts, I love theater, I love the Lord. And I want to talk about things that concern me in society, in our culture. And so I thought, I could marry all those together with purposeful, purposed performer. Because really, I believe this channel is dedicated to actors or those in the entertainment industry. But anyone who wants to subscribe, I'm not stopping you. Wink, wink. But today, in all seriousness, I want to talk about peer pressure. We see a lot going on in the world. We see what's happening with P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, aka Sean Combs. We understand the reason he is incarcerated. If you don't know about this story, then welcome to being from underneath the rock with all love and respect. But here we are. And I was thinking, peer pressure. I'm talking about people who were in places maybe at the wrong time, doing wrong things, and sometimes being victimized, and all of these things, all in the quest for wanting to share their talents and their skills with the world. And no one deserves to be victimized just for having that desire in their heart. That desire comes from our Lord, our Creator. He puts gifts and talents in each and every one of us. Some people have a knack for numbers, some people have a knack for the arts. And I think I'm one of those people. I want to share a story with you all. And this story is to just encourage you to be comfortable in your own skin. So let's go back years ago. I won't say how many years. We're going to go back, but it was during my time in New York when I was a new actor, out of school, getting some gigs, and wanting to get an agent and actually securing an agent. I was successful in doing that. But it was a short lived experience because of what we're talking about today, peer pressure. I remember being in this gentleman's office one day, and he began to, talk about his other things that he did, like, for example, reflexology. And I had very little knowledge of what that was at that time, but I do understand it more in the way of, using pressure points in our body to sort of either alleviate pain, reduce stress, and things of that nature. It's like a health benefit if you go and get some work done in this area of reflexology. But we were in the office one day and we were talking about my career, my goals, my aspirations, my headshot, my resume. Were the headshots good enough? Were things on my resume needing to be moved around to accentuate, certain things that I was interested in pursuing and things of that nature? And he proceeds, we're talking about these things, and I can't tell you how the conversation segued into, well, would you like a foot massage? And everything just sort of paused in my mind because I was thinking, what does that have to do with acting? All of a sudden, I started to think, hey, I'm in this office alone with this man, and he is asking about giving me a foot massage. Now, he was very well aware that I was married. I was a young, happily married woman. I'm still married to the same guy. And I just did not know where this was coming from. And immediately, I was just sickened to my stomach and I wanted to get out of that room. I don't remember what I did. I don't know what I said at that time, but some way I was able to, wisdom was able to kick in and I was able to excuse myself from this office. And when I arrived home, of course, I shared it with my husband. But, my dad has always told me that the pen is mightier than the sword. And so I commenced to writing a letter, basically telling this agent that I was no longer in need of his services, and I was feeling really secure about doing that, because one thing that was not going to happen to me as long as I had anything to say about it was the casting couch. So let's talk about the casting couch. When I was in school, one of my instructors, I'm talking about acting school in New York City, one of my acting instructors did talk about the casting couch. And his words to the class were, stay off of it. Now, I didn't need to be told to stay off the casting couch. I'm a pretty traditional person. And I do believe, in virtue and in honor and things of that sort. So there was no way I was going to be involved on anybody's casting couch if I had anything to say about it. But we know on the other side of Me Too now that these things are real. Some people, they have had things put into their drinks or whatever and found themselves in precarious situations due to people just wanting to take advantage of the power that they have, taking advantage of the position they're in, like this gentleman whose name I am declining to mention was doing to me. And I do not regret that decision, but I think about what maybe, another Cynthia might have done, just because she was so willing to, and so hungry, so wanting to work and so wanting to please. And hey, I'm cool. Yeah, you can give me a foot massage and who knows what. So I want to encourage you, if you're just entering into the world of arts and entertainment, first and foremost, be comfortable in your own skin. Find words in your vocabulary to say, no, thank you. I don't think so. I'm not comfortable with that. I resent that question or whatever it is. You find your own way in your own personality to say what needs to be said in the moment. In the moment. I think I was so naive that I didn't have language. I had never been sort of accosted. To me, it was like being accosted. I had never been accosted in such a way. But when I think about it, I think even that's not honest. I remember when I was in undergrad, before I entered into the world of acting, I was involved in my major is in undergrad at that time was industrial technology. I actually have a BS in industrial technology with an emphasis on manufacturing. It was a world ago. But the point is, I do remember a professor saying some inappropriate things, and I was caught in between and in betwixt, because this same professor would always call me and tell me about opportunities that were available to me, because I did keep my grades up. I was a good student. And he would, present to me, these scholarship opportunities or potential internship opportunities. And it was it was uncomfortable. Nothing ever happened, but it was just inappropriate things, and I didn't know how to navigate that situation. And I think my point and purpose in making this video today is to help someone to don't be afraid and just communicate. I am learning as I grow older and hopefully wiser that communication is key, and you can call it courageousness, you can call it boldness, whatever you want to call it. I want to say to you, um, do what you need to do and say what you need to say respectfully. Of course, we are not trying to burn bridges. This acting community is so small, but you deserve to speak up for yourself with all grace and humility, but with forthrightness. You deserve to speak up for yourself. So, when it comes to things that you don't want to do just because you want an opportunity, then you have to also be ready to count the costs. People may choose not to work with you, and that's fine, because here's the thing: God is the gift giver. He gave the gift to you, and He's going to open the doors for the places He wants that gift to be shared. So you don't have to worry about that. And I know that's probably a little bit, more than some people would desire, because maybe they aren't there spiritually speaking. And, walking in faith, it is a faith walk, it is a journey, and everyone is maybe at different points along the path of faith. But here in the place where I'm sitting today, I want to encourage you. I want to tell you that you can stand by yourself, your integrity, your values, your morals, and you can work in this industry without compromise. So that's it. That's my public service announcement for today. I hope you enjoyed this video and take care. Until next time, see you soon.